again, right?
Munoz in the shotgun. He's trying to call him off sides here. Might let this play clock run down 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're going to send that punt team out, give themselves an extra 5 yards, like you mentioned, Van. And it looks like the Cavemen are actually going to take a timeout instead of a delay of game. So we got a break in the action. We'll take a break in the broadcast. Whenever we get back, you're listening to Carlsbad Caveman Football on Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you.
Still trying really hard. Sorry.
That's all right. I thought you told me a couple times it was up.
It did, and then it went away.
There are people at home feverishly refreshing. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nacinda Community Stadium. We told you the Cavemen tried to, before the break, get Cibola offside. They could not. They're lined up here. Ball's on the 47, 4th down and 3. Munoz in the shotgun, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far, out of the backfield in motion. It's now 5 wide. I bet it's a design run here, Van. 2 down linemen for the Cougars. Man in motion. Snap taken. Munoz looks left, looks over the middle, fires one. He's got a completion. That's a 1st down. Going the wrong direction, but the completion made. The markers are moved, and the Caveman drive continues.
I like it. Smart, conservative play here on 4th down. Found his open man, stuck it right in his chest.
Even Leos with the reception. That one's going to go for about 10, and that's going to move the 1st down marker. Fresh set for the Caveman. They're still on the near side dashers, and we continue action. A little bit of a pistol setup here. Munoz in it. He's got to run it back to the near side. Inside keeper, Munoz caught at the line of scrimmage, maybe gets another yard, and he's up there.
That looks like some classic Carlsbad Caveman football right there, running the option on each corner. Haven't seen that in a cool minute. I love seeing it now.
Sorry for the delay on the live stream, but we're excited to tell you if you go to youtube.com/@CarlsbadRadio, you can right now get video alongside this action. Also, don't try to listen to radio and the YouTube at the same time. They're not synced. It's like a 30-second delay or something.
That's going to be rough for you. One or the
Go
other.
pick one. Shotgun set up here, 2 to the near, 1 to the wide. Van and I are going to transition into a TV broadcast. Munoz with a keeper up the middle. Ball comes out. A lineman has it. That's terrifying. Cougars come away with it. That was a tough one as Munoz was trying to fight for another yard the way that he has done all night long, Van, and he got popped from behind, and that one came out towards the Cibola defense, and they scooped it up.
Looks like he got a fist in from behind, and ball pops forward, goes right into the arms of the Cibola defense.
No time for a break in the action, says the officials. Cibola retakes the field. Quarterback is Terry Mays for Cibola. He's in the shotgun. He's got a running back near side. It's 3 wide, 2 also to the near. Cibola has it on their own 38. Snap is taken. Faked inside handoff. Might have been a little run-pass option. The lefty rolls left. The throw is up and out of play, and a coach makes the catch. He's going to brag about that for a week. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Is that Coach Odell Beckham Jr. over there? Is that who that is?
I believe it was actually Cale Sanders, man, head coach of your Carlsbad Cavemen football team. Of course, David Howes is the head coach of the Cibola Cougars. About perfect weather for football here tonight in Albuquerque.
Nice little autumn breeze coming through. It feels like the weather's just started turning the last couple days here in Albuquerque, so about to be football weather really soon.
Clock continues to run here in the first quarter. It's gone through at 5:25. Cibola with their second possession, inside handoff. Big opportunity up the middle, 10 yards, now 15 yards, almost 20, and it's all the way down to the 40 of the Cougars. What an inside run and good look for the Cibola Cougars, and that's number 2, Kashawn Haskew, and the senior who goes about 6'2", a $150 Van. Hard to bring down at that kind of speed.
Caveman fans at home watching, don't be confused. Not everyone on Cibola's last name is Cougars. They got the mascot on the back, Fred.
Okay, there we go. Inside handoff again. Cavemen meet him in the backfield. It's Haskew again. He goes down. It's going to be a 3-yard loss. Going to set up 2nd and 13.
Hey, fool me once, right?
Yes.
Trying to run the same play twice. Rude. Just rude.
Well, statistically, I mean, they got a total of 17 yards off of it. So, I mean, that's a pretty good per.
Where did I put my pin? I'm not sure if your math is right.
When I said per, I forgot that Cougars were on the field, so I don't like that. Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
like
not
that.
on purpose.
No, that wasn't for me. 3 down linemen for the Cavemen. Cibola comes to the line. They got 3 wide, 2 to the near. Shotgun here for Mays. Cavemen show a little blitz. They send it. Inside handoff. They're going to meet him again, another 2 yards deep. It's going to set up 3rd down and 15. Cavemen has shut them down on their side of the field. And checking in for Cibola is Isaiah Vargas Armillo. He's going to come in, and he's a little bit of a gadget guy for the Cougars. So I promise you the Cavemen are aware of him out there.
Yeah, keep your eye on him all game. They got some stuff drawn up for him. Looks like defensive coordinator for your Cavemen kind of figured that series out, reversed course. Need one big stop right here, change this momentum.
Isaiah Guyton was in the backfield early on that one for the Cavemen. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Mays drops back. He looks over the middle. It's picked off. No, it's dropped. Oh, in and out of the hands of the Caveman defender. From my eyes, that was Ty Young.
I believe you are correct, Fred. Had it in. I believe the wide receiver got a hand in there, knocked it out, saved the interception at the last second.
At the last second. So 4th and 15. Ball is on the 48 of the Cavemen. And with 3:36 here in the first, Cibola is elected to punt. So 2 possessions apiece. Turnover for each team and a punt for each team. And late to enter the field is the entire of the special teams for the Cougars, but they're now out there with 5 on the play clock. Snap is low. Limited pressure from the Caveman. End-over-end kick. Fielded at the 10. Up to the 15. Now maybe the 20. Shaking it out of bounds. The Cavemen will take over, 21-22. We got a break in the action, so we'll take a break in the broadcast. Whenever you get back, you'll listen to more Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. Pepsi Zero is as good as Pepsi.
Well, Pepsi started off pretty bad.
Pepsi's the worst of the
one.
Cokes.
Yeah.
It's the worst one. Crystal, they're snapping whenever you're ready.
Shout out to RC Cola.
Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Caveman with the ball. It's going to be an inside handoff. Another handoff to Brock Wright. He's going to get 3 yards around the near side, which was the long side for the Cavemen. And we continue action here 0-0 with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter.
Brock stuffed his first couple carries, but I like they're sticking with the game plan, keep giving him the ball, and he had a little bit of room right there.
The fan bases have piled in for both teams. Late arrivals here on a beautiful desert night in Albuquerque. It is 4 wide. No, excuse me, 1 tight end in, 2 to the far side. That's the long side of the field. Munoz, the quarterback, he takes the snap. It's a little drop-off hitch out of the backfield kind of pass, and it's completed to number 6. I believe that's Robert Castaneda, and he is out of bounds at the 30 adjacent, so it'll be 3rd down and 1.
All my Spanish-speaking friends back in Carlsbad, do not judge Fred. He is incredibly white.
My whole life.
He's going to botch some. He's going to botch some last names.
I'm from the Midwest. Maybe some Polish names.
Doubt there's any Polish.
I don't see any on the roster. I looked. 3 wide, 2 to the far side. Munoz in at quarterback. He's got 2 protectors in the backfield with them. Inside handoff. They're not going to get the one they need. In fact, they're going to lose 2. And 9 of the 11 Cougars on the field bring down the effort. And that was Brock Wright again, and he was wrong trying to pick that hole. It'll be 4th down and 2. And because the Cavemen are deep in their own territory, ball on the 28, I imagine they're going to try to punt it away here. But we saw him try to call the offsides earlier, Van. It could be anything at this option. But no, head coach Cale Sanders sends out the kicking unit. 4th and 2.
One person who did not want to leave the field was Marley Munoz. He said, I could get you 2 yards any day.
I heard him say that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no way to hear anything on the field here at this stadium, but I heard
Correct.
him say that.
Yes. Just trust us. It happened. Speaking of late to the game, the Cibola's student section finally piling up.
Yep. Took him a minute.
What do you think they were doing in the parking lot, Fred?
Trying to get through the security.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm. Special thanks to our Cavemen sports boosters, Denton Wood Funeral Home, Carter's Air Conditioning, Thunder Run Concrete. It's going to be a delay of game for the Cavemen. They're going to take a 5-yard walk-off, and they're going to continue to punt. Don't forget that Southern Tire Mart, Carlsbad Medical Center, and Tate Branch GMC are all proud sponsors of your game tonight here in Albuquerque, alongside You First Credit Union, Constructions, Inc., Desert Hill Electric, and Excel Energy. The punt is away, and it's a good one.
That's a good punt.
It's going to –
Got him running.
Oh, it's muffed, actually.
Muffed off the chest.
Carlsbad can cover it on the 15, and the Cavemen are going to take over. As back to get it was Isaiah Vargas Armillo, who we talked about earlier. He comes off the field as frustrated as any human being has ever been, puts his helmet into the sideline, and that one hit him around the 22, bounced right off the numbers, 7 yards the opposite direction if you're a Cibola fan, and the Cavemen just gained 70 yards. Is that right? No, 65 yards?
It looks like that to me. That's just as good as a bomb down the sideline from your quarterback to your wide receiver.
Much weirder. Carlsbad takes over with 94 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ball is on the 15, and if you're tuned into our YouTube, obviously the blue and white for your Cavemen, they're moving right to left on the broadcast. Cibola Cougars are in the brown and yellow. They're moving left to right, and you can't see the back of their jerseys because they're all the way backed up against their own end zone here. Munoz in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the far. Inside look to right, no, it's a fake. Munoz rolls right. He has to shake a defender. Can't. He's brought down the backfield. It's going to be a big sack for Cibola. That's number 12, Isaac Behers. Well, that was a pretty exciting little moment there, Van. The Cavemen obviously within field goal opportunity here, but you know at the high school level it's tough to call that a sure thing.
It's
so
tough.
If you got it in the playbook, you pull it out here as both of these teams trying to improve to 3-1 on the season. 5 down linemen, 4 wide, 1 running back. Munoz still the quarterback. 3 to the near side. A little bit of a bunch, oop-de-oop kind of look thing on the near. Munoz is going to get a timeout, though, because he want to make sure he's got this one right in an approach, and a timeout in an action. It's timeout on the broadcast. Wherever you get back, more Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. You got a second here. They're in a timeout. I got 5 on it. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Lucinda Community Stadium. I'm, of course, Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. Big thank you to the production team at KMQ, including our new friend Mike and our friend Crystal back at the broadcast studio. Carlsbad has taken it over. They got it on the Cibola 16 van. It is second down and, what do you want to say, 10.5?
Let's call it 10.5.
We're not keeping the best stats in the world, but we're giving you vibes. Munoz is in the shotgun. He's got 3 running backs around him. Anything could happen. It's a lateral pass. Reception is made. Able to bring it in was R.J. Hernandez, but he's brought down also in the backfield. So after a timeout, not necessarily the play you want, because it's going to be 3rd down and 9 with only 2 yards gained on that one. Little trickerdation, Van.
Yeah, I like the play call. I mean, he was 1 shake away from breaking a tackle and getting down the sideline. So put it in your playmaker's hands. Keep it coming.
Clock continues to run. 15 seconds here in the first quarter, and if the if the Cavemen want to get on the board before the end of it, they're going to have to do it on this play. Munoz in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the far, single running back protection, and they're going to let the clock run all the way down. Why would you call a timeout at the end of the first? So I think Munoz signaled for a timeout. It's going to be a little bit of a question.
I'm pretty sure the clock for the quarter ran out before he got the timeout in.
So signaling the end of the quarter is the official, so we will switch ends, and it's another break in the action, so we'll take a break in the broadcast, Van. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. I feel like Munoz has probably not taken a lot of snaps before.
I mean, the stats look like it.
Probably like. This is weird. Throw another commercial in there. Something's going on. So the stadium clock says it's a 12-minute halftime, but we're at quarters.
We're in quarters.
If you come back, we're just going to make fun of the stadium. Oh, you know what?
They got to figure
So
it
they
out.
put it to 13 for a 1-minute runoff.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I won't make fun of them, but that's not what I would have done. We're ready, Crystal. They're lining up. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico, where nothing has changed since we left you. 3rd down and 8. Cavemen in the shotgun. Right is the running back. 4 wide. And there's a flag. They might have got the Cougars to jump
I
here.
believe they did.
Unless Carlsbad, and this could have been a real hard count from Munoz. I don't know. We can't hear a thing up here. And it looks that way. They're going to walk off 5, and this is going to be real advantageous for the Cavemen because what was 3rd and 8 is now 3rd and 3. And you can kind of do anything in the playbook here, Van.
I mean, you said it right there in the playbook. They've shown a lot of looks to Cibola, keeping them on their toes.
4 wide lone running back. Munoz takes the snap. He keeps it, rolls to the right, throws back to the left. The receiver is the running back.
Wide open.
Yeah, big touchdown for Carlsbad Cavemen. They're across the goal line. It was Brock Wright on the reception out of the backfield. And if you're listening to Carlsbad, you'd say the good guys have the lead here 6-0 and an attempt to go for the extra point. And that was a nice little play drawn up there after the penalty from Cibola, and that one was costly.
Oh, misdirection, wide receiver screen, just walked right into the end zone. Smart play call.
Carlsbad lined up for the extra point. Sun's starting to set here in Albuquerque. Snap is good, down, and kick is also good. Converted by number 3, Lennon Ananans. Ananans? Ananan? How would you say it?
Ananans.
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 I believe that is it's a pineapple in Spanish.
Oh, I like
Ananans.
that.
Ananans.
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 Thank you for Mike.
All
Ananans.
right, producer Mike says
Lennon
Ananans.
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 That's a cool name.
Van, you're a Carlsbad alum. What year did you graduate?
That would be 2000. It's been 25 years.
It goes all the way back to 2000?
What, calendars?
Wow. What number did you wear when you were the quarterback of the Carlsbad Cavemen?
Well, before I blew my knee out and disgraced my teammates and family, I was number 11, my friend.
That's Jaden Harper, wide receiver for the Carlsbad Cavemen.
I bet he's better.
Is that a newer jersey, or is that the same one you wore 25 years ago?
So they got newer, nicer helmets.
Okay.
I like the silver, looking very sharp. A little more modern look out of the Caveman now.
Obviously, all of our second quarter action days brought to you by the Steel Depot, Van. You know that for a fact. Don't forget Energy Pros and Carlsbad Chevrolet.
More of a Ford Town guy.
Oh, you are?
Anybody listening at home kind of knows Van Nunley Sr. used to rock Ford Town for quite some time.
So
Rest in power, Roger Logan.
I support the sponsors.
Yes.
That's how I feel. So the next time I'm down in Carlsbad, I'm a Chevy man.
You should.
Yeah. Also, don't forget about Keystone Pump and Supply, Carlsbad Ford, which you mentioned earlier, Domino's Pizza, and Eddie Federal Credit Union. Kick is out. It's a short squibbish one, and maybe would have gone out of bounds on its own. The official throws a flag, but I think it was knocked out of bounds by a Cibola Cougar. I do think there'll be a conversation about that as the official didn't see it. But the difference is going to be 3 yards total because it was knocked out on either the 38 of Cibola while trying to return, or it'll go to the Cibola 40 if it was deemed out of bounds by the kicking team.
I like the confidence in your special teams by the coach here for Carlsbad, putting it in their hands. Give me more of that.
It was 0-0 after the first quarter, and now your Carlsbad Cavemen are up 7-0. The officiating crew is still talking about this because this 3 yards is a big deal to one official.
You want to get it right. Even if it's 3 yards, you want to get it right.
The entire stadium is on bated breath, I assume, and a bunch of glow sticks handed out to the Cibola fan base van, and the sun is not quite yet set, but they were very excited to get those bad boys going.
A lot of selfies,
Yep.
a lot of Instagram lives.
Gotta feed the gram.
Going on. TikTok videos. If you're on Cibola TikTok right now, keep your eye open for those glow sticks.
Also, if you're on Carlsbad TikTok, change your geolocation to Cibola TikTok sabotage van.
Ooh,
That's what I
that.
say.
I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Cougars, more like boogers, is what I would say.
Ooh.
They're still trying to figure this one out, and that gives me an opportunity to tell you about Tate Branch Autoplex, Cap Itan Energy, and Balderrama Law Firm van, proud supporters of Carlsbad football. All right, now, okay, hold up. So we have no idea what this penalty was because we can't hear anything up here. But for some reason,
Okay.
Cibola has gotten 10. They've gotten 10 more yards. I guess actually it's 15. 15 more yards. So they're now, for some reason, on the Caveman 49. We don't know. But Terry Mays is in the shotgun, man in motion.
I'm just gonna say it's some home cooking right here in
Had-
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Speak-
Get angry, Carlsbad fan.
Also, if you're a fan of Mustard, another flag on the field, Van. Mays tried to keep her up the middle. He was shut down almost immediately by the Caveman defense. Looked like – go ahead, Van.
I think the first quarter the Zebras forgot they had flags.
That's probably what happened.
Here in the second quarter, we get one on every play.
Augustine Venegas was first in the backfield to stuff the run, and more conversation between the officials. I wouldn't be surprised if they walked back Cibola for any reason. Nope, they're going to take it the Carlsbad way.
Well, that's one way to march down the field.
I have no idea what this could be. It's a 15-yard penalty, so it had to have been a face mask of some sort. So what was a 1-yard loss for Cibola against the Carlsbad defense is now a 15-yard, we assume, personal foul. And Cibola is threatening. In the backfield, the running back is Hayes Baum.
Carlsbad stacking the box here, not really scared of the deep pass. Let's see if Cibola adjusts to that.
Baum was in at quarterback and the inside handoff, but it was stopped. That's going to take a second here, and Terry Mays is out at quarterback. Baum is in. It was a 2-yard loss, so it'll be second down and 12. A lot of coaching from the sideline here, 20 seconds on the play clock. Damian Suarez also in the backfield alongside Baum. 4 wide. Just 6 seconds on the play clock. Going to need a little bit of urgency here from the Cougars. Man in motion. 1 second. They did not get it off in time. Delay of game. And eventually it's called by the officials. That one didn't seem orchestrated from the beginning. It was a late relay from the Cibola sideline. It'll be a 5-yard delay of game penalty. So the last 3 plays in a row, Van, of penalty, penalty, penalty.
Was it only 3? It feels like more.
Isn't that crazy? Got some warming up on the sideline for the Cowboys. We're going to see what's going on over there, too. Looks like we got a timeout in the action, so we'll take a timeout in the broadcast. Whenever we get back, you'll listen to more Carlsbad Caveman football right here on Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ. This thing's a little sloppy, Crystal. Sorry. They're lining back up. Might be close. Play clock's down to 2 again. Oh, they reset it. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico, where the temperature has dropped. And so is my concern about this Carlsbad defense, as they have shown true tonight, Van, holding Cibola to nothing throughout the start of this game.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this Carlsbad defense. They look outmatched by size, but not by speed and talent and scheme.
Baum, the quarterback for Cibola, he takes the snap in the shotgun. He drops back, looks left. Quick one to the inside. Pass completed. Blockers out in front, 10 yards, 12 yards, and out of bounds. The reception was made by Jeremiah Gutierrez, and that is a first down for Cibola, as they got probably 13 on that one and a first down. And depending on the spot of the ball, I believe they're going to take over inside at least the 25. But there's another flag on the play, so everything I said could make me a liar.
Just wipe it all.
It's like a Coldplay concert here.
If I was to guess, I believe that would be a chop block or block in the back over the middle.
We were all yellow.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you. Could have said it's more yellow here than a Savannah Bananas baseball game.
Oh, I like that
Yeah,
one. That's a
good
super good one. Yeah. More yellow here than that time I went to visit my friend Chiquita.
Mm-hmm.
Cibola's back 5 yards is, I bet it was an ineligible lineman downfield because of all the blockers. So it's 2nd and 15 from the 42. Snap taken from the shotgun. Pass is short on the inside, deflected down, and a lot of excitement from the Carlsbad defense as they got their hand up at the line of scrimmage and knocked that one down. 3rd down and 15.
I got some good news for everybody who isn't a fan of the Zebras. Not a single penalty on that
I like that one.
yet.
I'm a big Eddie Murphy guy.
I think that's the incorrect reference.
Zootopia. I was going to Zootopia.
I believe that's Chris Rock.
Was that Chris Rock?
Chris Rock in Madagascar.
All right,
Is
so I
that what-
can't pronounce Hispanic
okay.
names. And
Yep.
snap taken.
It's a you people moment right there.
Baum
from Fred
has it.
Slow.
Rolls to the near side. He tucks it with the left hand. Tries to get outside. He does. He gets a handful of yards, maybe 8 of them, but that's still going to set them up for 4th and 8. And Cibola has been stopped on their 3rd down attempt, and they got a decision to make here as the ball is going to be on the 34, 33 and a half yard line. I would say a tad too long for a field goal attempt.
It appears the whole offensive unit still in the game.
Go for it here. Cavemen are going to put 3 down linemen, it looks.
Unless we get a Randall Cunningham-esque pooch punt here.
Oh, okay.
I believe they're going for it.
Little Doug Flutie free kick. Baum in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He looks right, rolls left. He's pressured. He's going to find the corner. He's got the first down. He's got to shade more and takes a big hit. Actually stays in bounds. That hit was delivered by number 13, Rio Sanchez. It was enough for the first down, but Baum felt it at the end of that run.
Squatted down, got his body weight forward, laid a good hit. Unfortunately, it was already at the end of a first down run.
Cibola can get to the 5 for a first down. Ball's on the 15, and they got a fresh set of 4 of them. 9:16 remaining here in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. As we mentioned, Baum was near the sideline, but tackled in play. Snap taken. Inside look. Handoff, yes. Oh, just a powering run.
Damian Suarez there. He looks bigger than he actually is.
It's a big boy. A little bit extracurriculars on the near side, too. The officials are having a conversation with a Cougar and a Caveman, but I believe it's figured out. Now, 2nd down and 6 inches, maybe. I don't think that's 1 inch. 2nd down and 1 inch. Ball's in the shotgun. Double tight end set to the near side. Far side is 2 wide receivers, man in motion. They're going to try to go up the middle here. Hit at the line of scrimmage, definitely enough for the first down. So that's going to set up a 1st and goal with 8:20-something remaining here in the second quarter. Carlsbad standing up in front of their goal line. Cibola knocking.
Carlsbad been good getting some turnovers earlier in the game. I think that's kind of your goal here now, the way Cibola's been driving the ball the last few plays.
Cibola is taking it to the far side dash marker, and they will line up, and I assume keep it tight again. They've had a lot of success running up the middle against the 3 down linemen of the Cowboys. Look for them to bring a little bit of heat on this. When I said Cowboys, I meant Cavemen.
The blue, white, and silver is confusing.
Inside snap, bomb with it. Oh, and he's met in the backfield. Big stop for Carlsbad. He's going to set up. The on-field marker says third down. I believe it's second down.
The way things have been going so far, I'm just going to put my palms up in the sky and shrug my shoulders because I'm not sure.
That's my reaction when I look at my hometown Facebook feed. I say, what? Keeping them in tight again. Double tight end set. Terry Mays is back in at quarterback. The lefty looks left. He's going to try to go up the middle. He's met by 3 Cavemen, and he's brought down for a loss.
Big play there for your Caveman defense. Forcing what we're pretty sure is a fourth down.
The officiating crew is saying fourth down. So lining up for the field goal is the Cougars. Chase Canaday is the kicker for Cibola. Conversation in the coach's booth about the downs as well. Here's the snap. It's down. Kick is up. And it is good. Cougars are on the scoreboard. 7-3. Cavemen lead. You listen to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Crystal. Whatever works for you. Whatever.
Didn't one.
One, sure.
Hope there's not a lot of bleed on our microphones because there's some spicy language behind us.
Yeah, these coaches are excited.
Yeah.
Can't hear him.
Okay, good. Yeah, from in there. Yeah.
I would hate to be an old man excited about high school football like this. 15.
One of them are on the list.
Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nucinda Community Stadium. I'm Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. The city of Albuquerque is twinkling in lights, and the brightest ones are here at the stadium for high school football as the Cougars kick off here after a field goal conversion. Cavemen with it on the return to the 15, now the 20, all the way to the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, down to the 50, into Cibola territory. It's a foot race at that point, but out of play at the 39-yard line of Cibola. Big return by Ivan Leos. He found the corner, Van.
Great blocking, found him a route through the Cibola special teams, and wow, what a play. Kid's got some wheels.
Yeah, very fast, and as good of a start as you can have after really standing up there after multiple penalties defensively for the Cavemen on the last possession. They got a chance here to, with 6 minutes left here in the second period, second quarter, capitalize on a score.
I was informed by the producer, Mike, Fred,
Mike,
that the Carlsbad Cavemen scored 2 touchdowns on special teams, so this is a last game.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's a strength.
Big thank you to True Blue Services, Artesia General Hospital, 4 Elements Oil Field Services, and Eddy County DWI program. Van, tell us about your experience with Eddy County DWI program.
Wrong county.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure they're lovely.
Cavemen packing in tight. One wide receiver to the near side. Munoz takes the snap, inside handoff to right, and he is stopped a yard deep, so it'll be second down and 11 as he tried to get up the middle But he could not, man. There was just no room there.
I mean, you can't sell out on the pass, but it seems like they've had a lot of success so far, spreading out the field, finding the open receiver, and looking for some big plays. I need to see more of that.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit before the broadcast. Munoz coming in was a little bit of a surprise to us. He only had 10 attempts on the year, and for he to come in and take a majority of the snaps, I don't know the status of Lopez, but yeah, it's been a different offense than what we expected to see today. Keeping him in tight again. Lone running back is right. He gets it around the left side. That's the short side. There's lots of Cougars there. He doesn't get a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 11. At Talk ABQ on social media. You say hi to us, we'll say hi to you. Excited to be bringing you Carlsbad Cavemen football. I don't believe we'll be asked back, Van.
We have a rich history of doing exactly that, Fred.
We are the fun fill-in today.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, the broadcast team over at KMNQ is Thursdays are tough. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Sure.
We live here. It was easier for us.
Right down the street. Right down beautiful and historic Route 66, which we can see from the booth here.
4 wide, lone running back, 3 to the near side, snap taken. Munoz drops back. He's pressured. He's going to tuck and run up the middle. He gets maybe 2 yards back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10, and I think this is where you punt. You can even afford to take a 5-yard penalty if you wanted, but I think this is where you're going to try to pin him back.
Yeah, I agree. Or the way your defense is playing, you got to trust the boys. Defense and special teams been a strength for the Cavemen so far. With that being said, lining up.
4th down and 10, and in the offensive set, we have seen Munoz a handful of times try to induce the offsides jump with 5 seconds on the play clock. Wouldn't be surprised here. They do snap it. It's a long pass to the near side and nearly picked off by the Cougars, but only if that one could have returned to the end zone would that have been advantageous by Jalil Dixon, because it's going to be a turnover at the spot of the snap, and the Cougars will have it here. We got a break in the action. We'll take a break in the broadcast. When we get back, more Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Crystal? I think there's lightning we're just ignoring.
Ooh, I've missed it.
They're getting ready to snap. 3 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to live action, where the Cibola Cougars on 1st down ran it right up the middle. They weren't able to gain a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Refs missed 2 separate offsides on that play.
Ooh.
Man in the neutral zone and a man jumped. Can't get them all.
I think it wore out the shoulder earlier. That's the problem.
They're probably very tired from
Yeah.
all those penalties in a row.
Sun is set completely here in Albuquerque. It has chilled off substantially. But the Cibola offense is trying to heat up against the Cavemen of Carlsbad, and they're going to look to stop them here on their own side of the field. Flag on the play. They're going to say it was a false start, I believe. And the official on the near side is going to take his time to get out there and talk about it. Yeah, false start is the call. So that'll walk the Cougars back 5 more yards.
It's early in the season. A lot of mistakes are to be made by these young student athletes. So, well, did they walk it off?
Early, Van, is this your Carlsbad education? This is halfway through the season.
Now, halfway, this is the 4th game.
Yeah, how many games are there?
You'll figure it out later. We're a third of the way. Thank you for that.
Snap there over the middle. Reception over the middle. Cougars have it. They have a little bit of space into the 40, now the 30. Looking back, trying to find a defender. Eventually ripped down to the turf. That was Ryan Gunn on the reception, and he was hit with a strike from the lefty Terry Mays.
Big play offense is working for Cibola. Not a ton working besides that, but able to march down the field here.
Cibola with the multi-quarterback approach in this one, which is a thing you love as a broadcaster. But luckily one's left-handed.
Makes it a little easier.
Makes it a little easier on your boy. I'm looking at it here on the replay, and that was an absolute bullet over the middle. Snap taken again. Look to the near side corner, and the reception is not made. It comes out. The intended receiver was Jeremiah Gutierrez. He just couldn't bring it in, and Terry Mays put it in the only place on earth that could have been caught by a Cougar, but incomplete.
Good defense there by senior Rio Sanchez. Getting a hand in there, knocking it away. Jockeying for position, made a great play on that ball.
Maybe if it had right-handed spin. You know, that's what they say, Van.
Put the Spanish on it instead of putting English on it.
Yeah, a little tilde.
Uh-huh.
Mays in the shotgun. That's a big boy. He's got to be 6'2". 3 wide, 2 to the far. Inside look, yes. Up the middle, broke 1 tackle, but not 2. Brought down by McKibben. And the running back for Cibola was Emmanuel Apodaca.
It's a fun name to say.
Emmanuel.
Apodaca, Apodaca, Apodaca.
All right, we went the opposite direction there. Clock continues to run, 1:43 and ticking. Cougars go to the line. They have the ball on the 17 of your Cavemen. 4 down linemen for the Cavemen. A lot of energy on both sides of the ball thus far. It's been a very good first half of football. Looking to the corner again, we saw that play earlier. In position, and it is incomplete. Good attempt made by Carlsbad at it, and good enough to deflect it away. That's going to bring down 4th down, and more than likely another field goal opportunity for Cibola.
Looked like Robert Castaneda on the defense there.
That's a fun name to say.
Had a
Robert.
good chance at a pick.
Now, foolishly, someone has handed out all these glow sticks to these high school kids, and they're just flinging them around. Giveaways cannot be things you can throw. That is a sports rule. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. It's basically midfield on the snap. Short pass, short of the first down. Tackle made, met. I believe that's going to be too short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And
Looks
absolutely.
Like they're giving them
What? No, there's no way. They did.
a good spot, saying they got it past the 10-yard
All right, they got it,
line.
yeah.
Fresh set of downs for Cibola.
All right, first down. Generous if you ask your boy. Going to be a timeout on the field. That means it's a timeout on the broadcast. Whenever we get back, more Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. You know what happened? This little bar.
Okay.
I couldn't
Oh,
see.
it splits.
Yeah, it split.
Oh,
It made it like
you got
in
double
water.
vision.
Yeah. Oh, Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Cibola is on the doorstep, first down and goal. 1:15 remains here in the first half. Cibola takes the snap. They look right. There's a flag on the play into the corner, but they blew it dead, so the Carlsbad Cavemen gave up defensively. I'm going to assume it was another false start, Van.
Looks like it to me, and that is the call.
Lots of families gathering around the field. I bet the halftime festivities are excellent. If you're not here in person, do stick with us on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@CarlsbadRadio. Also, if you're tuned into the app or figuring out a way to listen here at the stadium, welcome. Welcome to our hometown of Albuquerque.
And since we don't have a field
Any
mic,
friends?
well, hold on. Since we don't have an ambient mic, we don't have a field mic, we're just going to do karaoke to the halftime
That
festivities.
is our plan. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. That's the wide side. They look to the corner again. That's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
If you're a Caveman fan, you're going to say the defender was ran into, and he has a right to that spot on the field. If you're a Cougars fan, you're going to say, oh, my God, what did they do to my boy? But a pass interference call, Van, and that's going to give a fresh set of downs with 67 seconds, almost nice, here in the first half.
The clock is ticking, but at that distance, a touchdown strike is imminent. See how Carlsbad defense can step up right here before the half.
Jacob Longbein was the intended, or excuse me, that is not accurate. Emmanuel Apodaca was the intended receiver, and he ended up on his backside. It'll be a fresh set of downs here, and it's going to be more of the same for Cibola. They keep that same formation, 2 wide to the far side of the field. Apodaca, the running back. Mays, the quarterback. Snap is made. Mays looks right, throws right. It's a one-on-one little fight there, and it's knocked down, incomplete by your Cavemen.
That was a good ball by Cibola's quarterback, but a better play by Carlsbad defense.
All right, help me one more time. Leon.
Anananins.
Anananins.
Thank you.
Producer Mike gets it. Producer Crystal does not.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Well, she's got a lot of work to do back at the studio in Carlsbad.
She has to tell you all about our friends over at Eddy County DWI program. Mays in the shotgun, 4 wide, 3 to the far. He takes the snap, looks left, going to try to roll right. Too many human beings around him. Ball ends up derping around. We'll see if it's incomplete. I think it is. That's what every official on the field says. That's a good job stuffing it there by your Cavemen. Another loss of down, so it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'm getting shades of the tuck rule on that play right there. Looks like a fumble to me.
I think in 2025 you don't have to tuck everything. You can kind of go any kind of dress shirt you want. Clock continues to run.
Is that a free advertisement from our friends at Untuck It?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Big tackle there on the quarterback keeper as Carlsbad tried to rush it. That was Hayes' bomb to the right side. He only got 3 yards. It'll be 4th down and goal, 45 seconds. And continuing to let the clock run is Cibola and their head coach, David Howes. And I believe they're going to, for some reason, let 6 seconds run off and then call a timeout. So 30 seconds. I thought they're going to go all the way down.
Got them right where they wanted.
Hey, didn't just trick them. They tricked me too.
Hey, we're on the 3-yard line. Let's get it down to 39 seconds exactly.
Normally we go to break, but let's hang out here because I've had a lot of fun this first half. Let's do a little recap. Carlsbad scored first. That was a fun thing for the Cavemen. Then Cibola scored a field goal. That was a fun thing for Cibola. Then Carlsbad had a big return on a kickoff. Carlsbad Caveman fans got real excited. Then Cibola stopped them in their attempt. They brought it back on a big play. And now here at the end of the first half with 39 seconds, they have an opportunity to cut the lead or take it before halftime Uncrustables.
Oh, you think it's a crusty day today, huh?
I think at halftime you eat Uncrustables.
Wait, they didn't order a bunch of delicious enchiladas from our friends at 66 Diner?
I don't think they did that.
No?
No.
A little too heavy for halftime.
Here's the snap. Cibola with it, near side keeper, and they do find the edge. Quarterback keeper is a score. That's Hayes' bomb. And Cibola is going to take the lead with 34 seconds here at the half. It's currently 9-7, but a chance to extend by 1. Is that what Cibola is calling for? The kicking team goes out there. Smart little play there. And it's that dual quarterback situation for Cibola that keeps the defense guessing.
We were talking about how many looks the Cavemen were giving the Cibola defense earlier with that dual quarterback setup.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty tough to contain.
Lined up for the extra point here. Snap is made. It is down. Kick is up. It is considered good by most. It's homecoming festivities at halftime. We got a break in the action. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico, where if you're tuned into us, you're probably a Carlsbad Caveman fan. And if you're tuned into us, you're soon going to become a Fred and Van fan.
Oh, I doubt that's a thing.
Cibola Cougars are lining up to kick it off after taking the lead. It is 10-7. Cougars out in front over the Carlsbad Cavemen, who I would dare say have been in control most of this first half, but they don't have that control on the scoreboard, Van.
a couple big plays, and besides that, they've just been letting Cibola nibble, which seems to be part of the game plan.
Sometimes you dive in, sometimes you nibble, but either way, you get fed. I mean, that's a fun little analogy there. Very smart. Little stutter step before the kick. Cibola's got it up. That's a very good kick into the end zone. No return. So it'll be a touchback on the kickoff, and the offense will come out for Carlsbad. Van, there's 34 seconds here. You want to at least get in kicking distance for an attempt at points. What are you pulling out of the playbook here?
I mean, well, they did do a good job in the first half isolating some receivers in the flat in the short area. So I think you do a little bit more of that, get your receivers with the ball in their hands going towards the sideline.
Yeah, the thing at least I've seen from Marley Munoz is he's very comfortable outside the pocket moving to the right, and obviously with the touchback, you're going to have the ball, right in the center of the field, or you can place it to either hash, and it looks like they did place it to the left side hash. So he's going to have a lot of room here to move to his right if he'd like. If you're tuning on the YouTube, Carlsbad came in the white and blue, moving left to right on your broadcast. Cibola on the brown and yellow, snaps underway. Inside look, it's going to be right up the middle, and maybe content are the Cavemen to let the clock run down on this one and go into the half chasing 3.
It seems that way, doesn't it? The Cibola defense didn't have any people deep either, so they don't seem very concerned about Carlsbad trying to put it in the air.
We got an injury on the field, which means we got a timeout in the broadcast. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. I'll start over, Mike. You want me to start over? We'll just start over. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nicinda Community Stadium. Cavemen now have 18 seconds to do whatever they want with the football. 2nd down and 9. Direct snap to right. He's got an opportunity up the middle. He low-key kind of gets kind of far. That's not right. That's a different running back. Sneaky. Carlsbad puts in number 14. That was Marley Moon. No, it was right. Everyone's confusing me.
That's okay.
That's all right.
It's far away, and we're old.
It is far. Colton McKibben was in there. There's like a lot of talent on the field right now. Clock continues to run. Cavemen are not going to try to get off another step, and that's going to take us into the halftime. And the Cougars are going to lead at the half 10-7. Over the visiting Cavemen of Carlsbad. Halftime is 20 minutes, and we will send it back to KAMQ to give you all the support and sponsors that help bring you this broadcast every single week. For Van Nelly, I'm Fred Slow. We'll see you in 20. It's Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. Do you need us for a halftime thing or anything?
No. Isn't like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, Crystal?
I think you're muted.
In 4 minutes? Okay. I'll let you guys know. I'll pay attention. Or we can take a break if you want.
But when are we back?
Oh, that'll be you to come back in 4 minutes.
4 minutes ahead.
Yep.
Okay.
4 minutes in real time. Well, I mean 4 minutes on the clock. I'm sorry. Okay. 4 minutes on the clock. Gotcha. Yeah.
how exciting it is to be back on the YouTube as well.
Oh, you missed out on all those jokes,
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Terribly
We had
Saved
so
you
many
guys.
jokes. It was the funniest series of jokes that we've ever had.
Well, that's going a little far.
Producer Mike was keeping them all to himself. This is classic Carlsbad, closing the door behind him.
Only he gets to giggle now.
Uh-huh. I want to take a second to thank all of our friends over at Stevens Inn Van, Tate Branch Autoplex, CNB Bank, Cap I-10 Energy, Genesis Endeavors, La Teneda Thriftway.
Oh,
hey,
okay. Now
okay.
let me help you out there.
Yeah.
Help you out. Being a Carl's badass myself, La Tienda.
La Tienda Thriftway.
You'll never guess what that translates to.
The Thriftway.
The store.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I've been
Incredible tortillas.
I've been into the La Tienda Thriftway.
I don't think you have.
I think I bought a grandfather's clock there.
Okay, that is a different kind of thrift. You're thinking of a thrift store. That is a Mexican grocery store. You got a little mini tortilla factory there.
Eddy County HR, Triple T's Linings, Devon Energy BES Supply Store, PNR Enterprises, Carlsbad Community Anti-Drug and Gang Coalition. Van, tell us about your time there.
Okay, well, luckily, the statute of limitations have passed, so
Uh-huh.
I could tell you all about it. Well, we need to talk about this game.
AR Foreman and Construction, thank you to all of those that support Caveman football. You are a big deal to the community that you live in, and those that you support, you, alongside your Cavemen, are champions.
Now, there's some iconic local Carlsbad businesses that I do not see listed here.
All right, give me-
no, I'm not going to do
You
it.
want to shame them?
No, you should. Anyone who's not named
All
here,
subs.
shame on you. I think all the Allsups are. Producer Mike, help me out here. All the Allsups are Mavericks now. Is that
Is
right?
that correct?
That is almost correct.
Almost correct.
They're
Okay,
almost
almost
winning.
correct.
There are
They're-
quite a new all subs going on around.
Right now, I
town,
can't
though,
tell if you're
too.
going over the broadcast, Mike, but I'm going to say this.
Yeah, he is now because he
Okay,
unmuted
okay.
himself. I actually asked him to be on this time.
Now, Mike, welcome back to the broadcast.
Thank you.
Now, you're saying that you hate all subs and the click it claims. That's what you're saying on air here.
Absolutely not. I love them all sub burritos and that tall sub. It's
Oh,
delicious.
All right,
Heck of a deal. Used to be able to get 2 burritos and a Tulsa for $2, Fred.
Now it's 4.
Not in this economy.
A two-spot?
Inflation.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
I need to correct you on some things.
Okay.
Cibola's on the field.
Said what I said.
Is that a Cardi B line?
Probably.
That's what I
I
said.
think that'd be a Doja Cat line.
Cavemen kick off. Traditionally, that's how it works when they received it at the beginning of the game, which they did. If you are currently listening to us on the terrestrial broadcast on 96.3 KNQ, thank you for joining us. You can also join us with the visuals, youtube.com/@CarlsbadRadio, where you can't just hear the action from me, Fred Slow, and my co-host Van Nunley, but you can see it yourselves because we'll miss something. We promise you.
The only thing this game is missing is a crowd mic
That'd
and
be nice.
cameras pointing at us.
Yes, cameras at us would up the Q factor. Kickoff is made. One hops to Cibola. Cougars bring it back. They're in the brown and yellow on your broadcast, moving right to left. A little move to the outside. We gave you a warning earlier about the Cougars and what they can do on special teams, and there was an example. That was Isaiah Vargas Harmillo. He broke 2 tackles, came to the near side of the field, only matriculated down to maybe the 37. But Cibola is going to take over right here. They will have the ball to start the second half with 11:50.
Right before halftime started, I could be confused. I either saw a minuscule trickle of lightning way upon the horizon, or it might have been one of these glow sticks throwing through the air by the Cibola student section.
Cibola Cougars
One
over.
of these Cibola students are going to try to drink whatever's inside that glow stick. I guarantee it.
Van and I, for a lot of years here in town, hosted a talk radio show, and lots of fans are trying to distract us. Hand off to the inside. Cibola brings it around the near side. Out of bounds is the carry, and again, that was number 23, Emmanuel Apodaca. It's going to be an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 3 for the Cougars. Cowboys are going to go with 3 defensive linemen again. They got some big boys down there.
You know, I know the silver helmets are confusing you a little
Yeah.
bit, Fred, but those are the Carlsbad Cavemen.
Did I say Cowboys?
You did.
For a bunch of years, I was the broadcaster for New Mexico Highlands University. Do you know what their colors were? It was actually purple.
Yeah,
All right,
not
Cougars,
that close.
Cougars take the snap. Near side again, Apodaca. He is tackled. He will go down. Good teamwork there by Carlsbad. Leading it was Colton McKibben, and he's been all over the field tonight. 3rd down and 3. Maybe it's 2. 3rd down and 2. I'm going to say 2. They moved it up a little bit. It's closer to 1 now. There's one official on the field. I don't know any of their names. That nobody gave me that information. But they adjust the ball like every single time. Snap taken.
I'm pretty sure legally, if not morally,
Reception
we're not supposed
there
to
on the
talk
far
about.
side. The Cougars are in the open field down to the 30. Tackle made at the 27. That is a big gain for Cibola as they picked up 22 on that one. And that's going to put them within striking distance on the 26 of your Cavemen.
Smart play there by Cibola. Caught Carlsbad's defense on their heels.
Big flag on the play, though, and it looks like the Cougars are walking it all the way back. So
Coming right back.
if you're a Caveman fan at home, you're okay, actually. Somehow the Cougars cheated.
A good reason for Carlsbad to be on their heels there. Homecoming king, number 6, Hayes Baum, threw a pass. That's usually the job of Terry Myers.
So they're going to walk him back 10 yards after the completion of the play, I guess. So it'll still be enough for a 1st down, but it's only going to end up being a 15-yard play. So this is a little confusing. So there may have been a hold after the catch at the spot of the reception. So that's what's going to walk it back 10. Okay, this is without the referee, Mike. We're kind of just inferring.
That's an incredible guess. I think you're spot on.
Yeah. So it ends up being an enough of a gain. Cougars with it. Inside handoff. Apodaca again. He's up the middle. 3 yards and brought down. Another big tackle by Colton McKibben, and he is good at tackling.
Apodaca's a sturdy little dude. I get some muscle hamster vibes from him.
What does that mean? What is
That's an old football player, a little muscle hamster.
Was that from the year 2000 when you played for the Cavemen?
No, a little bit after.
Okay. Cibola again over the center here. Oh, nope, in the shotgun. 3 wide, 2 to the far side. Inside look, no, it's a keeper up the middle and maybe 6 yards. It's going to put him about a yard short, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. And it's going to be closer to 2. 3rd down and 2, Cibola Cougars. Now, you had mentioned, Van, that Hayes Baum, the quarterback, was the homecoming king?
Just crowned homecoming king at halftime.
All right. Carlsbad Caveman, I'm not trying to freak you out. Like, I'm not trying to do that.
Like, surprise, surprise, that the quarterback and the cheerleader were homecoming king and queen. Classic combo.
Inside handoff and brought down. 4th down and 4. As that backs the Cougars up 1 yard.
After a big play, good defensive stand there for your Carlsbad Cavemen.
4th down and 4.
Now, number 12 here, Isaac Behrens for Cibola, has a big leg. And I mean that both literally and metaphorically. He's a big dude. Probably 6'6" in cleats.
Punt there, up and away, and Carlsbad is going to field it at the 2. They're bringing it out. The 4, the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, cutting it back inside to the 30. A little bit of space there down to the 40, and maybe out of bounds a step before it. Good return, though, on the punt.
Took it all the way back to the line of scrimmage. Great punt return there.
We got a break in the action. We'll take a break in the broadcast. You listen to Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ.
That's not how you talk to people.
What's it say?
That's not how you talk to people.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome back to the live broadcast. It's in action. Inside handoff from the Cavemen, and it's now going to be 2nd down and 9.
I like that they're not giving up on the inside run. You can't lean too heavy one way or another. You got to keep them guessing.
Second down and 9. Caveman in the shotgun again, 4 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far. If you're on the live stream, moving left to right. Quick pass outlet, tackle made, maybe a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring down 3rd down and 5.
Nice little dart there by Marley Munoz. Hit his receiver right in the middle of the numbers.
Had a lot of confidence in that one, that's for sure.
I like the name Marley. Parents either loved reggae or hated golden retrievers.
3rd and 6. Cavemen come back to the line. It's a little bit tighter, this formation. It's a dual tight end. No, never mind. Man in motion. 1 out wide. Quarterback drops back. Oh, he's going to get sacked in the backfield. That has a lot of pressure brought down. Oh, that's Hayes Baum playing both sides of the ball, Van. He gets there from the linebacker position, and he takes down the quarterback in the backfield. That was a big play by the homecoming king.
Somebody bought a Travis Hunter jersey last year.
I like that. 4th and 11, and Cavemen will pump.
A lot quicker turnaround than the Cavemen would have wanted right there.
6:17 here in the 3rd quarter. This one continues. Oh, the snap is too high, and it's going to go all the way back to the end zone. You have to just kick it out. You got to kick it out. That's going to be a touchdown. So because Carlsbad didn't kick it out the back of the end zone for the safety, recovered by Cibola in the end zone, that will be a touchdown for the Cougars. And then I believe a flag is going to be for unsportsmanlike conduct, but I didn't see it because I turned to look at you on the reaction.
It seems like he attempted to kick it out of the end zone, swiped on it, and gave up at a second attempt, allowing Cibola to just pounce right on the football and get an easy touchdown.
Oh, that's a tough one there.
Unfortunate turn of events for the Carlsbad Cavemen.
16-7. Cougars out in front. And if it wasn't unsportsmanlike, it'll be assessed on the kickoff. So the Cavemen now, their special teams is out there, so is the Cougars, and they're going to go for the 1-point extra point. Yeah, it's still taking an extra second here to figure this one out. A lot of conversation between the officials, and it seems maybe a lot about placement stuff. Yeah, they didn't have anyone at the goalpost to call it fair or unfair. So lined up are the Cougars. Chase Canaday. Snap, kick, everything is good. Cibola extends the lead. They're up by 10. You listen to Carlsbad Cavemen on Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. Do nothing. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to New Cinda Community Stadium. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. And we're bringing you the Cibola Cougars as they host your Carlsbad Cavemen. Cavemen are chasing 10 here with 6:03 remaining in the third, and it was a tough series for the Cavemen as a bad snap on a punt attempt led to a Cibola touchdown. Van, how do you recover from that one?
17-point run here for the Cibola Cougars. What does the coach have in his playbook to snap his team out of this? Need some points here bad.
Cibola ready for the kickoff. They have it lined up. 2 back deep for the Cavemen. And it's going to go into the end zone, and that's where the Cavemen will take over. We'll take one more break. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nucinda Community Stadium. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. We're excited to bring you the remainder of this one, and hopefully for you and Carlsbad to come back for the Cavemen as they are chasing 10, 17-7 with 6:03 remaining here in the third, and they took over on their own 20-yard line.
Cibola fans were on Albuquerque time today. It seems like their half of the stadium is finally filling up on what I believe is their homecoming.
Keeper inside for Carlsbad. It's a 2-yard attempt from the quarterback, Marley Munoz, and the clock continues to run.
It seems like Carlsbad needs to take some chances here. The conservative approach hasn't been working the last few drives. You got to spread them out, keep them guessing.
2nd and 7. Munoz in the shotgun.
Perfectly on cue. Carlsbad lines up 4 wide.
Ball is almost center of the field, completely balanced. Munoz takes the snap. It's an inside handoff to the lone running back. No space there for Wright. He's met in the backfield, and, I mean, it's going to be a 3-yard loss, so it'll take it back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you got to keep the defense on its heels. I know I'm a broken record right now, but you got to try something different against this Cibola defense, which you were able to move the ball on earlier in the game, but it seems like might have got the Carlsbad Caveman figured out
Only a 2-yard loss, not the 3 I originally thought, so it'll be 3rd down and 9, and Cavemen are going to want to go into the playbook here and convert this one, because if they don't, it's going to be good field position for the Cougars, and they're going to have an opportunity to try to play down some of this game clock with 4:40 remaining here in the third. Snap taken. Carlsbad Munoz is going to look up the middle. He's going to keep. He gets brought down by the first defender that gets to him. It's maybe a 4-yard gain. Cibola is going to claim they took the ball away, but they're going to say he was down at that point. So it's going to be 4th down and 5, and a little bit of deja vu of the last possession as the special teams unit is going to come on with an opportunity to punt here.
The way you're moving the ball earlier in the game, obviously 2 3-and-outs is not an ideal way to start your second half.
Clock continues to run, now under 4 minutes.
You know this crowd is going to be lit up on this play. Your long snapper and your punter got to be locked in on this one.
Vargas Jaramillo is back for Cibola. The punt is up. It is short, maybe a net 10 yards and backspin. So net, almost out of bounds. No, it is stopped there. So, I mean, it's maybe a 6-yard net on the punt. That is a tough one for the Carlsbad Caveman, and Cibola will take over when we get back from the break. It's Carlsbad Radio at 96.3 KAMQ. Hand off to the near side of the field. 1 yard gain, 2nd down and 1. And that puts the ball on the 29 of the Cavemen, and Cibola is attacking.
Got him to go out of bounds. Stops the clock, and time is of the essence as this thing keeps ticking for your Cavemen.
2nd down and 9. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. Cibola takes the snap. Inside handoff, Apodaca again. 3 yards, maybe 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Does Cibola, they have a lot of confidence on the ground in the second half here. Does that continue, or do they put it in the air on the 3rd and long?
If with the 10-point lead, and if you're confident in your kicker from like 25 in, which in high school football is kind of your goal, right?
Sure.
I think you'd be well served by trying to fight it up the middle here, grab those 2-3 yards, and then try to extend it to greater than 2 score. Well, I guess 13 is not greater than. So maybe you're right, Van. They're going to air it out here. Long outlet and contact made on the completion. It gets them right to that 25-yard line that we talked about, and I believe the kicking team is going to come out for Cibola on 4th down and 5 from the 25. Well, it might not be the kicking team, huh?
I believe they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I saw head coach of Cibola, David Howes, turn to the sideline. I thought for certain he was calling out the special teams, but no, my friend, 4th down and 5, and don't be surprised if you're going to hear a hard count here from Terry Mays. It's a 3 running back set, so it's a long I. Snap taken. Little triple option. 3 yards, 4 yards. Did not pitch. Did not get the first down. Turnover on downs. Carlsbad Cavemen take over on downs. They got a chance to cut into this lead when we get back. It's Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ. Back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Lucinda Community Stadium. I'm Fred Slow. Van Nunley is alongside me. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast tonight as we're bringing you Caveman football. Snap is taken from the shotgun inside handoff. Cavemen get 7 yards. That's definitely the best offensive play of the second half. Inside handoff was to Brock Wright.
I applaud the confidence that Cibola's coaching staff showed in their offense there and going forward on 4th, but you got a chance to go up 3 scores here against the Cavemen, and you get them the ball right back with the chance to make this a game again.
Middle of the field. Cavemen are ready for it. 90 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback keeper by Munoz. He shakes a defender, and they're going to say maybe his knee went down before he got away.
That was curious. Did not look like the knee went down to me
Yeah.
from here. Looked like it just spun him around.
Might have blew it dead, saying that he was wrapped up. You know how it is with quarterbacks sometimes.
Fair assessment.
It did
Looks
stop.
like he was going towards the pylon for a Carlsbad first down, but stopped what I assume is forward progress.
Well, and the clock stopped too. So that's maybe he wasn't close enough to the out of bounds to have been thrown out of bounds. Well,
Got me on that one.
Yep.
Stone cold, who done it?
78 seconds here, 3rd down and 3. Snap taken. Munoz juggled it a little bit. He does get the pass off. No reception made. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 3 with 1:12 here in the 3rd, and you're still deep in your own ends or your own end of the field. Your first attempt at a punt in the second half ended up in points for the opposition. Your second punt only netted 6 or 7 yards. You're in a tough spot here if you're Carlsbad, and Cale Sanders is going to have to make a decision. And he is going to send the punt team out there. So back deep to punt is Evan Leos, who we've seen all over the field tonight. He's doing the stretch leg thing, so you would believe it to be a real punt.
I mean, if there's any time to do a fake, this is the one right here,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, I would agree. A little bit of a conversation. The clock is stopped. They reset the play clock. A sideline conversation, and they're walking Carlsbad back, perhaps. I don't think it was a delay a game.
It's definitely not a delay a game. If it's a delay a game, it's definitely going to be on the coach there.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah, there could have been any sort of infraction from the sideline. Now, usually those are 10 yards.
They're both getting a little spicy on the sideline.
And then a little impromptu timeout as well for Carlsbad. Cibola all but ready to receive a punt or the punt. Still a conversation to be had. No movement on the game clock at all. All right, so they did not move the ball back. But none of the Carlsbad offensive or special teams players are moving forward. Okay, so after all of that conversation,
Okay.
a whole nothing burger?
I'm sorry for laughing about this fiasco. Not the most professional radio by Van right now. But what is going on?
Took me a minute to not figure it out.
Okay.
All right.
Here we are.
Classic, we're back where we started. There's the snap. Punt is underway, a little bit of a rugby style. Fielded at the 39 and brought down at the 43 of the Cougars. That's breaking the action. We'll take a break in the broadcast. You'll listen to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Welcome. Confirmed.
Welcome back to Nacinda Community Stadium here. We got the home Cibola Cougars and the visiting Carlsbad Cavemen. You're listening to KAMQ 96.3, Carlsbad Radio, home of your Carlsbad Cavemen.
I was doing a DJ Cool and clearing my throat, Van.
How you feel? You feel okay?
Feel a little bit better now. Second down and 10 after an incomplete attempt from the Cibola Cougars on 1st and 10 to start their last possession here of the third quarter. 56 seconds remains.
Now, you don't really get too desperate here if you're Carlsbad. You're only 2 scores down.
Cougars in the shotgun. They're going to play one in the near side. Big tackle in the backfield. Fumble. Now, I think they're going to say the ground caused it, but that is such a big hit from Carlsbad. Getting in there and getting aggressive is – I'm going to get the number for it. I thought it was 49, but he's not on my roster.
Look at the hit came from 13, Rio Sanchez.
Rio Sanchez just made a highlight reel of highlight reel hits, uplifted the running back, and when he came down, the ball popped it out, so they're going to say it was a tackle for a loss there. They didn't update the down marker, but I believe it's 3rd and 17. The official is going to say it's the – oh, yeah, they're asking for the down marker to be updated. Okay, that makes sense. This is actually going to allow Cibola one last play here in the third quarter because the clock would have ran out. Clock continues to run, 6 seconds. And Cibola's going to take a timeout. Timeout in the actions, timeout in the broadcast.
Okay.
Whenever we get back, more Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Thank you. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nucinda Community Stadium. The Cibola Cougars are out in front. They got 10 of them over your Carlsbad Cavemen, 17-10. And there's 4 seconds left here on the third. This will be the final snap of the third quarter before we head into the home stretch. And I'm excited to tell you about all the sponsors of our fourth quarter action. Cougars take the snap. Drop back there, short pass, a little bit of a screen. Might get a holding call. No. Out in front over the 50, now the 45, the 40. No one in front. There's a lot of distance, but it's being closed by Carlsbad. Out of bounds. Heck of a reception by Jaleel Dixon. And it went all the way from a very tough situation for Cibola to a very advantageous one at the end of the third, as they're going to snap the ball inside the 15 of your Carlsbad Cavemen.
Carlsbad was not prepared for that screen pass on the play. 3rd and long is a ideal situation for screen passes. You got to have your coach informing your players that this could be a possibility.
It's the end of the quarter, so we'll switch sides whenever we get back. More Carlsbad Radio, 96.3 KAMQ. I'm just worn out on it. Nucinda Community Stadium. I am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. Big thank you to the production staff over at KAMQ for bringing you this one. We're having a lot of fun today, and the Carlsbad Cavemen are backed up against their own end zone. Cibola with the ball to start the fourth quarter. 12-minute quarters here at the high school level. It's felt fast, Van. It's felt fast.
That is correct. Saying earlier, it's not really desperation time yet for the Carlsbad Cavemen, but you need a big stop here. You need a big turnover here. Keep this thing close. Keep it within distance.
Inside handoff for Cibola. They get 9 yards, but there's a flag on the play. Producer Mike, can you confirm that YouTube audio? Might be set for success. We don't know, but we're excited if you're here with us. I believe it's going to be a holding call, Van, against Cibola, and that's going to walk them back 10 yards from the spot of that foul.
A lot of laundry on the turf tonight, but not a lot of holding calls. You know, you say you could call a holding call every play if you want. Haven't seen a lot of it so far.
So it looks to me like it's going to be, I don't know, first down and 20. Kind of tight to the left-hand side, but too wide to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Snap is taken. Drop back and look over the middle. Big pass, big hit at the goal line. I think it's going to be down at the 6-inch line. And, I mean, it was a bang play there at the goal line. I can't give you the receiver's number yet as they are still down. And we're going to give the Cibola Cougars an opportunity to recover with a break. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Making his way off the field was Ryan Gunn. He seems to be okay. It's excellent for the Cougars. They're going to take the snap from the 6. Shotgun snap here. Inside handoff. Apodaca is – nope, he fooled me. Quarterback keeper. It's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars and the homecoming king. I believe that was Hayes Baum with the keeper and the touchdown.
Oh, that would have been lefty Terry Maes.
Oh, there we go.
For Cibola, taking it.
Years ago, I started broadcasting high school football in 2003, so I've been doing it for a long time. They used to, on the goal line, and this is crazy, line up under center.
Yeah, right.
That is all but gone.
Yeah, the whole game of football's changed in that manner.
I agree.
Who really goes under center anymore?
Snap, extra point is good. No, it is not.
No, it's
Wide
not.
left. We go into the break 23-7. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio 96.3 KAMQ. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to New Cinda Community Stadium. I am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. We're having a lot of fun bringing you Carlsbad Cavemen football. And they're about to tell the greatest story ever told if they can complete a comeback here, 23-7, against the home Cibola Cougars. And set to receive are the Cavemen deep on the kickoff after a missed extra point opportunity for the Cougars. It is 23-7.
Good home crowd showing up for Cibola here on their homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Not really any home stadium here in Albuquerque. A lot of shared stadiums.
Yeah, they all share. Here's the kickoff.
Sure does feel like it now, though.
Received by the Cavemen on the 5, up to the 10 and the 20 before anyone gets near anyone, up to the almost 25 and brought down. Some exciting blocking after the play if you're a Cougars fanatic, and that's where the Cavemen will take over on the 25.
Saw the Cavemen earlier in the game creating some space, doing some misdirection, and I think you got to pull everything out of the playbook now, being down more than 2 scores.
Yeah, I agree completely. Ball's on the 25.
Good news, though, Fred.
Yep.
Math works out. 2 tutties, 2 2-point conversions. We got a tie game.
It can be done. Carlsbad in the shotgun, 4 wide, 3 to the near, quick over the middle, slant is dropped, and that's a tough one for Carlsbad, in and out of the hands of R.J. Hernandez.
I know we're on a slight delay here on the radio and the internet, but I do believe the coaching staff was listening, Fred. I think they were listening.
About?
My instructions.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Same setup with that 3 wide in the near side. This time they're going to put Hernandez all the way outside. Munoz takes the snap, looks right, throws right. He's got a blocker out in front. It's going to be 5 yards before he is out of bounds. Bring up 3rd down and 5-ish.
I mean, Cibola's goal here is now just not to give up the big play. This is when you enact your bend, not break defense and let Carlsbad eat up the clock and
Try
get
to keep
some points
in bounds,
here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you're Carlsbad, it's the exact opposite. You try to play the sidelines. Quick outs are great if you complete them, but if not, they're a little bit of wasted plays as you got to chew up some real estate here with 11 minutes remaining in the 4th. And it's going to be a timeout way of Carlsbad. And we'll take a timeout on the broadcast. You're listening to Carlsbad Radio on 96.3 KAMQ. Welcome back to beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome back to Nucinda Community Stadium. We're bringing you the conclusion to Carlsbad Cavemen and the Cibola Cougars. It's a big advantage for the Cougars right now, 23-7 over the Cavemen. Cavemen with the ball. They're looking to drive with 11:05 remaining. They just went through a timeout, 3rd down and 7. Ball is on the 29, snap taken. It's a long outlet, caught, pass received, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down. On the receiving end of that one is Robert Castellaneta.
The clock is just as big of an adversary as the scoreboard is right now. Carlsbad got to get some stuff done and got to get it done fast.
All the way up to the 38. Clock continues. Clock is stopped right now. Now it continues to run. Snap taken. Inside handoff. Up the middle. And good job from Brock Wright as he's going to get 5 of them. Clock again. One eye on it. Oh, and a flag at the end of this one. And it's going to be a stoppage in action where they explain it and say holding on the defense. Is that what they said? Yeah, they're going to walk off 10 of them. So that's going to put the Cavemen all the way down to the